Yo, Giants Nation, what's good? It's time to fire up that big blue passion because we got some electric New York Giants news to dive into. The 2025 preseason is heating up, and after that 31-12 smackdown of the Jets, there's a buzz in the air that we haven't felt in years. The offense is clicking, rookies are shining, and the future looks bright. Dare I say, Super Bowl bright? So grab your blue and white jersey, settle in, and let's break down why this preseason is giving us all the reasons to believe in our Giants. What's the biggest positive to come out of these games? Spoiler alert, it's not just one thing, it's a whole vibe. Ready to feel the hype? Let's roll. Picture this. MetLife Stadium, a crisp August night, and the Giants dropping 31 points on the Jets like it's no big deal. For a team that struggled to score 16.1 points per game last season, dead last in the NFL, that's a statement. The offense, led by a mix of veterans and hungry rookies, looked like a unit with something to prove. Russell Wilson, the savvy vet, was dealing early, hitting UDFA Bose Collins for a touchdown that had the crowd roaring. Then, rookie Jackson Dart stepped in and looked like he's been playing in the NFL for years, not weeks. This isn't just a flash in the pan. It's a sign that the Giants' offense might finally be turning the corner after years of frustration. But it's not just the scoreboard lighting up. The offensive line, which has been a punching bag for critics, held its own against the Jets' front known for wreaking havoc. They gave Wilson and Dart clean pockets, letting them operate with confidence. And let's talk about Tyrone Tracy Jr. This guy is picking up right where he left off last season, averaging nearly 6 yards a carry against the Jets. Giants fans, when was the last time we saw an offense as dynamic in preseason? Are we witnessing the start of something special? Here's the hook. These aren't just preseason wins. They're blueprints for what this team could be in 2025. From Dart's poise to Tracy's burst to the offensive line's grit, the Giants are showing signs of life we've been craving. So, let's dive deeper into the biggest positives from this preseason, break down the performances of Dart, Tracy, and Drew Lock, and see how this offensive line is shaping up. Is this the year Big Blue flips the script? Stick with me, Giants Nation, because we're about to unpack it all. The talk of the town, heck, the talk of Giants Nation, is rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. When GM Joe Schoen traded up to snag the Ole Miss star with the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the plan was clear. Let him develop behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. But Dart's making that plan real tough to stick to. In his MetLife debut against the Jets, he went 14 of 16 for 137 yards, a passing touchdown, and even punched in a rushing score. Those numbers are great, but it's the way he played that's got everyone buzzing. He was cool under pressure, resetting his feet, making quick reads, and delivering dimes like a seasoned pro. One play that still got fans hyped is that laser to Montrell Washington across the middle. With defenders closing in, Dart threaded the needle for a first down, showing the kind of precision that's been missing from this offense. Then there's a 20-yard touchdown strike to Greg Dulcich, a perfectly placed ball that hit the tight end in stride and sent the crowd into a frenzy. That's not just a rookie making plays. That's a rookie commanding the huddle. Giants fans, can you imagine this kid leading us in playoff push? The thought alone gives me chills. Now, don't get it twisted. Russell Wilson is still QB1, and Jameis Winston's experience keeps him in the mix. But Dart's preseason performances are turning heads. In his first game against the Bills, he went 12 of 19 for 154 yards and a touchdown, earning an 80.7 PFF grade. Against the Jets, he kept that momentum going, showing he's not just a one-game wonder. Coach Brian Dable's been throwing him into tough spots, like goal line situations, and Dart's handling it like he was born for this. Is he ready to challenge the starting job sooner than we thought? The bigger picture here is hope. For years, we watched this team struggle to find a quarterback who can lead. Daniel Jones had his moments, but inconsistency plagued us. Now, with Dart showing this kind of promise, it feels like the Giants might have their guy. What do you think, Giants Nation? Is Jackson Dart the future? Or do we let him marinate behind Wilson a bit longer? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this QB room is giving us plenty to talk about. Let's shift gears to the offense as a whole, because what we saw against the Jets wasn't just a fluke. It's a sign of progress. Last season, the Giants' offense was, let's be real, a mess, averaging 16.1 points per game. They ranked 31st in the NFL, and the offensive line was a revolving door of injuries and inconsistency. But in this preseason, we're seeing something different. The Giants dropped 34 points on the Bills and 31 on the Jets, showing a level of explosiveness we haven't seen in ages. It's not just the points, it's the how. The offensive line deserves a shout-out. Against the Jets front that's no slouch, they held firm, giving Wilson and Dart time to work. Andrew Thomas, still recovering from last year's foot injury, is anchoring the left side, while guys like John Michael Schmitz Jr. and John Runyon Jr. are stepping up. This isn't the same line that got bullied last season. They're creating running lanes and protecting the quarterback, which is huge for an offense trying to find its identity. Have you noticed the difference in the trenches, Giants fans? Then there's the playmakers. With Malik Neighbors' sideline, guys like Bose Collins and Montrell Washington stepped up, catching touchdown passes and showing they can contribute. The run game, led by Tyrone Tracy Jr., had balance and pop, with Tracy averaging 5.6 yards per carry against the Jets. This offense has tempo, rhythm, and, dare I say it, swagger. It's the kind of unit that can keep defenses guessing, something we haven't said about the Giants in a minute. Is this the start of a new era for Big Blue's attack? The question now is sustainability. Preseason is one thing, but can this offense keep it up when the regular season hits? With Wilson's veteran leadership, Dart's upside, and a healthier offensive line, the pieces are there. But the NFC East is brutal. Eagles, Commanders, and Cowboys aren't going to roll over. Giants Nation, what's your take? Can this offense carry the momentum into Week 1 against the Commanders? Hit the comments, and let's talk about what this unit can do. Now, let's zoom in on Tyrone Tracy Jr., because this guy is turning into a problem for defenses. Last season, the fifth-round pick out of Purdue stepped up big time after Devin Singletary's injury, racking up 839 rushing yards and 1,123 total scrimmage yards. He was a bright spot in a dark 3-14 campaign, earning 2024 NFL All-Rookie honors despite some ball security issues. This preseason, he's showing he's ready to take that next step, and his performance against the Jets was straight up electric. Tracy carried the ball 7 times for 39 yards, averaging 5.6 yards a pop. What stood out was his patience and vision. He waited for blocks to develop, then exploded through gaps, picking up chunk yards and keeping the chains moving. One first down run had him juking a defender and powering through contact. Pure RB1 energy. He's not just a runner, either. The challenge for Tracy is the crowded backfield. Devin Singletary is still in the mix, and rookie Cam Skattebo, despite a hamstring injury, could push for touches once healthy. But Tracy's got the edge right now, dominating snaps in the preseason with a 75% share against the Jets. NFL.com's Bucky Brooks named him to the 2025 All-Breakout team, predicting he could hit 1,200 scrimmage yards with better QB play opening up lighter boxes. Do you think Tracy can be the workhorse back we've been missing since Saquon Barkley left? Here's the exciting part. Tracy's growth could be a game changer. With an improved defensive line and quarterbacks who can stretch the field, he's got a chance to shine. His ability to avoid negative yards, 93.2% of his runs last season, and break long runs, 25% of his starts, makes him a perfect fit for Brian Dable's scheme. Giants Nation, are you buying the Tracy hype? Can he hit that 1,000-yard rushing mark in 2025? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Let's not sleep on Drew Lock, because this guy's quietly making a case for himself. After a career-best performance against the Colts in Week 17 last season, 309 yards for passing touchdowns and a rushing score, Lock showed he's more than just a backup. In the preseason, he's been steady, giving the Giants another option in a QB room that's suddenly looking stacked. Against the Jets, he didn't get as many snaps as Dart, but when he was in, he showed poise and made smart decisions, setting up the offense for success. Lock's journey hasn't been easy. He's had ups and downs, from a tough Week 16 with 2 pick sixes to that monster game against Indy. But what's clear is his resilience. As Tyrone Tracy Jr. said, Drew is a resilient type of player. He went out there and played his behind off. That's the kind of mentality you want in a quarterback, whether he's starting or holding the clipboard. With Wilson as QB1 and Dart pushing hard, where does Locke fit in this equation? The beauty of this QB room is the depth. Wilson brings veteran savvy, Dart's got the upside, and Locke's got the grit to step in and deliver when needed. It's a far cry from last season's revolving door at quarterback that left Tracy and Neighbors trying to carry the load. Locke's performance against the Colts showed he can sling it when the offense is clicking, and his preseason reps suggest he's ready to contribute if called upon. Giants fans, do you trust Locke as a reliable number 2 or 3? Or does Dart's rise push him further down the depth chart? The bigger takeaway here is the culture shift. This isn't the same Giants team that went 3-14 last year. Dable and Schoen are building something, and the quarterback competition, Wilson, Dart, Locke, and even Winston, is a sign of a franchise refusing to settle. The offense is showing flashes of what it could be, and Locke's part of that, as we head toward the final preseason game against the Patriots. Keep an eye on how these QBs share reps. Who's your pick to lead this team long-term? Drop it in the comments. The offensive line deserves its flowers, because let's be honest, they've taken a beating from fans and analysts alike. Last season, they ranked 27th in run-blocking win rate, and injuries to guys like Andrew Thomas didn't help. But this preseason, they're showing signs of turning it around. Against the Jets, they stood tall against a fierce pass rush, giving Wilson and Dart time to operate and opening lanes for Tracy. Rookie Marcus Mbao, who earned an 81.2 PFF pass blocking grade against the Bills, is proving he's a steal. Andrew Thomas's recovery is huge. The star left tackle, who's been rehabbing a foot injury since last October, is back to anchoring the line. John Michael Schmitz Jr. and John Runyon Jr. are gelling at center and guard, while Greg Van Roten's holding down right guard over Evan Neal for now. This isn't a perfect unit yet. Neal's still working to reclaim his spot, but it's night and day from last year's chaos. Giants fans, are you feeling better about this line, or do we need more before we trust them in the regular season? What's exciting is how this line's progress ties everything together. A solid offensive line means more time for quarterbacks to find receivers like Neighbors, who's expected back soon, or guys like Collins and Washington stepping up. It means bigger holes for Tracy to hit. And it means fewer 3-and-outs, which keeps the defense, already a strength with Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence, fresh. The Giants' 69% run-blocking win rate last year was rough, but if this preseason is any indication, they're climbing that ladder. The test comes in Week 1 against the Commanders, a team with a stout front. Can this line hold up when the games count? Dable's been preaching physicality, and the padded practices in camp are paying off. Giants Nation, what's your confidence level in this offensive line? Are they the key to unlocking this offensive's potential? Hit the comments and let's debate whether this unit can carry us through the NFC East Gauntlet. All right, Giants Nation, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. The 2025 preseason is giving us hope, real, tangible hope. Jackson Dart looks like the future. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is a weapon in the making. Drew Lock's proving his worth. And the offensive line is finally showing some grit. This isn't the same old Giants team that stumbled through 2024. With Dable and Schoen steering the ship and a roster full of young talent like Abdul Carter and Malik Neighbors, the pieces are coming together. But the NFC East is a beast, and we've got to keep this momentum going. That Jets game wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Giants can move the ball, protect the quarterback, and make plays when it matters. Sure, it's preseason, but these are the building blocks of a team that could surprise some folks in 2025. The question is, can they put it all together when the regular season kicks off? I'm fired up thinking about what this team could do with a healthy Neighbors, a locked-in Tracy, and a QB room full of options. So, Giants fans, what's got you most excited about this team? Is it Dart's arm, Tracy's explosiveness, Locke's resilience, or the offensive line's progress? Or maybe it's the whole package. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because we're building something special here in Giants Nation. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more New York Giants news, and share it with every Big Blue fan you know. Let's keep the energy high and ride this wave into the regular season. Yo, Giants Nation, Let's keep it 100. This team's got us dreaming big. The preseason's shown us flashes of what could be a breakout year. So, let's stay locked in as we head toward that Week 1 clash with Commanders. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's keep the conversation going. Who's your MVP of the preseason so far? Dart, Tracy, Locke, or someone else? Comment below, share this video, and let's show the NFL that Giants Nation is ready for 2025. Big Blue, let's ride.